Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a great weekend, good Sabbath day, and are looking forward to a blessed week. This is Monday Matters, where every Monday morning, or kind of Monday morning, I take just a thought and share it, and hope it's something that'll help you live a happier, healthier, and perhaps holier life through the course of this week. This week, on the weekend, my grandson, next to the youngest grandson, Caleb, who is almost 3. Caleb came over and we spent a lot of time together, and he is so much fun, such a delight. Had a great time with Caleb. And he gave me a gift. He gave me just a wonderful, wonderful gift. And maybe if you've been listening for a few seconds, you can tell already. He gave me a really bad cold. I have the worst cold I've had in a long, long time. Thank you, Caleb, for giving me that. And he's very generous. He also shared it with his mommy and his daddy and his Aunt Taylor, and about anybody else that would get in the room with him. He has shared it. So far, he hasn't given it to Doris. He must not love Doris as much as he loves me. But he gave me a gift, and so I'm thanking Caleb for that gift, which prompted me to say maybe we should talk a little bit about giving, about generosity. We're kind of moving into that season of the year, Thanksgiving and then Christmas, where we start thinking about those kinds of things. So maybe just a minute to talk about generosity. 2 Corinthians 9, 6 through 7 talks about giving, and the end of those two verses, Paul writes, the Lord loves a cheerful giver. When I was a pastor, I always said he loves a cheerful giver, but he'll take it from a grouch. But there is something about that blesses the heart of God about us giving joyously and cheerfully. Proverbs 28:27 says, "He who gives to the poor lacks for nothing." One of the ways to ensure some sense of wealth and well-being is to give to the poor. So giving, there's a lot of biblical mandates and instruction and helpful things about giving. So what I thought is I would share 5 things that you can give that cost nothing. 5 things that you don't have to pay for. They cost something, but you don't have to pay monetarily for them. These 5 things you can give. And I would encourage you this week to determine to put these 5 things into practice at some point. The first one is time. To just give someone time. There's probably no more precious commodity than that. It's the one thing we can't replace. And to be willing to take the time to spend with somebody, to talk to them, just to give them time. I use with married couples a lot when I'm doing marriage counseling, Gary Chapman's 5 love languages. And one of those is quality time. And I would say that it's maybe not always the number 1, but it's probably in the top 2 of almost everybody. Quality time, just to take the time to be with somebody. So we can give time. Number 2 is attention. In this day and age, we give people time, but we don't give them attention. We always have the dreaded phone in our hands. We're always texting or writing or doing something with not make eye contact. Put the phone down. Focus. Give attention. Now, I will confess there are times Doris will say something to me and I'll answer, and we'll have a fairly brief conversation. I'll realize I haven't heard one word she said. I'm not paying attention. So to give attention is a great gift for someone to be valuable enough to you that you're willing to focus on them. That's a great gift. Number 3, affirmation. To give people affirmation, just a kind word. You're doing a great job. You look good today. This is a wonderful supper. Thanks for taking the time to visit with me today. To give someone some words of affirmation, another one of Gary Chapman's 5 love languages, words of affirmation. I try to make it a point. Every time I see my grandkids, in fact, every time I see my kids, I try to make it a point sometime in the conversation to give them some affirmation. Man, you knocked it out of the park today. Good game, John Michael. Way to play. Josh, you're leading branches so well. I'm really proud of you. Jacob, you're taking such good care of your family. Thanks for doing that. Affirmation. Doesn't cost anything, but it's something that you can do. In fact, there's a little video. I'm going to try to attach to this if I can find it. If I can't, go to YouTube and look it up. It's called Validation. It's just a great, it's a little bit long, maybe 8 to 10 minutes, but it's a great video. So, time, attention, affirmation. Here's number 3, forgiveness. You can give the gift of forgiveness. Don't have to pay out of your pocket to do that. You do have to dig deep into your heart. But to be willing to get, and you know, maybe the best kind of forgiveness is unspoken forgiveness. I don't have to say, I'm forgiving you for being such a horrible person, for being such a jerk. In my heart, I can just choose to forgive, never bring it up again, never talk about it again. Forgiveness, what an incredible gift. By the way, it's the great gift that God gave us, which leads me to number 5. The number 5, the gift that you can give, that keeps on giving, that you don't have to pay out of your pocket to give, is Jesus. To give people Jesus, talk about Jesus, point people to Jesus, model Jesus, make Jesus a part of every conversation. Even if it's no more than, have a blessed day. I hope God blesses you today. Give people Jesus. When we're willing to do that, when we're willing to give those 5 things, I think we make a huge difference in people's lives. So practice giving. Here's a little exercise for this week. Send a text every day this week. Send a text to someone, maybe 2 or 3 people. That's just a word of encouragement, a word of affirmation, a word of care. Every week, just send a text one time during the day to somebody, different person every day. Send somebody a text, giving them time, attention, affirmation, forgiveness, and Jesus. Wesley said this: do all the good you can by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can. If you do that, you'll live a happier, healthier, and holier life. God bless you. Have a great week and a great day.